The world of overdrives is vast. You've got tube screamer style drives, you've got Klons style drives, you've got maybe I shouldn't slide this one. You've got what I call amp style overdrives, and so many more. Now, while there's definitely nuance between overdrive pedals, a lot of these sound the same. I'm not telling you to not buy different overdrive pedals. That would be hypocrisy. I have about 5 of them myself. But what I am gonna do is tell you how to get the most out of any overdrive pedal. These are the steps that I take to dial in my overdrive pedals for rock, pop, country, and even worship, and it's worked for me every time. Step 1, gain staging. Gain staging is just a fancy term for volume adjustments. Now, our goal with gain staging is to make sure that our guitar signal isn't clipping at any of the individual points in our signal path. Unless, of course, we're trying to do that stylistically. Now, you may be thinking, volume? That's the big secret? Lame. I know it's not exciting, but the thing with gain staging is if you do it correctly, you'll not only sound more professional, but you'll be able to maximize the tones you get out of your overdrive. Here's what you're gonna do. Grab your pedal, open up a DAW, and get your guitar chain outputting into it. If you don't have a DAW, you'll just have to use your ears. Now with the pedal bypass, let's strum a couple chords with the volume all the way up on our guitar to get a level. Alright, so our clean or bass guitar tone is hitting the meter at about -9-ish dB. So now let's turn on our pedal and see where we hit. We're actually quite a bit quieter. So we're gonna adjust our volume knob on the pedal so that whether the pedal is on or off, we're hitting at the same level. We do this because we want our clean and dirty tones to be at an equal or at least similar volume level, so that way the front of house engineer isn't chasing the volume of our guitar all night long. You might be thinking, isn't that his job? Well, yeah, it is his job to set the gains, but if your gains are all over the place, then it kind of makes it hard for him to do a good job. So let's do our part and get our gain staging leveled out so the engineer can spend more time making everything sound as good as it can, instead of trying to fix the problems we have with our volume. So we're gonna go up quite a bit here. Let's see, I'm gonna all the way to 9. Here we go. All right, that is too far. How about 7? Yeah, that's pretty close. Probably maybe 6 is perfect. No, it's not. So that seems pretty good. Here it is, bypass. And pedal on. So we're definitely metering about the same. It feels a little bit bigger, so just for the ear test, I'm gonna drop it just a touch, and we'll call that good for now. We'll fine tune adjust it later. Now, some of you may want a little more volume because maybe you're using your overdrive pedal as a little bit of a boost, or maybe even when I take a big lead, I turn this one on. In that case, you'll want to set your volume so that you're metering just a little bit hotter than your clean signal is. Don't overdo it. A little bit can go a long way. And if you get the opportunity, definitely try it out in rehearsal and ask the front of house engineer if you're cutting through enough in the mix. They'll let you know if it needs to go up or down.
Is that a little loud? Can you do it down?
For gain, I like to define what kind of tone I'm after with my overdrive pedal first. It could be anything from a clean boost, a light drive, a medium drive, a big drive, anything along those lines. Here's what you're gonna do. We're gonna move our gain knob until we hear the level of overdrive we're after. So if we wanted a clean boost or a transparent drive sound, we're gonna probably start with the gain low. I'm gonna turn the knob until the gain of the pedal matches the gain of our clean sound. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this drive pretty low. So you'll notice we've also lost a little bit of volume, and that's to be expected. The more drive we add in, typically the volume's gonna boost with it. So we're gonna have to adjust our level in a second. But right now my main concern is, can I get it to be where it's just barely distorting more than where we're at? All right, so I think maybe we'll just go with 1. Yeah, I think that seems good. Now we'll adjust this level to accommodate the fact that we're not having so much gain. And without it. Now, obviously, this clean, transparency drive sound is not that dissimilar to our clean tone. So you might be wondering, what's the point if it sounds the same as our clean? Fair question. You might do something like this because you like the general compression the pedal is adding to your tone. You might like that it pronounces and maybe even covers up certain frequency ranges when the pedal's on, and you might do it because you just like the overall color having the pedal on has on your guitar signal. Things like that. Now let's say we wanted a light overdrive sound. This is where I usually try to set my first drive, especially in the worship genre. So I'm looking to get my clean sound just a touch dirtier. It's almost like getting my amp tone to that perfect edge of breakup sound. All right, so I definitely want a little more. Let's try 2 and see where that gets us. That's nice. What I like about it is that it's really responsive to dynamics here, right? So if I'm playing light, it's not very distorted, and I'm gonna dig in exact same setting. Nice. I think I'm just gonna go just a touch less. 7, I like 7. I think our level is decent. We are a little bit louder, so I'm just gonna back it off a touch. And yeah, okay, cool. Then for bigger drive sounds, you keep turning the knob to your liking. There's no wrong answers, but generally speaking, I find running slightly less gain than you think can make a pretty big difference in clarity in the mix. So experiment with different settings and see what you like. Most overdrive pedals are gonna have some version of a tone knob. This is how we control the brightness or the overall voicing of the pedal. Like our gain knob, we're simply gonna turn the tone knob, or whatever the knob is called, until we reach our desired sound. Usually far left is darker and far right is brighter. For me, the ideal spot is where my overdrive is either matching the same brightness of my clean tone or just slightly darker than it. I might go slightly darker if I find my tone sounds a touch too harsh with distortion introduced to it, but it's a taste thing, so you're gonna have to adjust to your liking. It's actually pretty close. I think we're maybe just a touch darker, but I do like it, but for the sake of experimentation, I'm gonna increase the tone a little. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. What is this? I think we're actually just a little too loud. But I like the tone. I'm gonna go down just a touch. I'm gonna go to my neck pickup here. Yeah, I think that sounds really good. See, this is the thing, right? You get it sounding good and then you second guess yourself. See, that's the thing. When I go to the neck, this is just a little too dark for me, so I think that's gonna be our happy medium, so I'm gonna go with that. As you probably notice, all 3 of these parameters influence each other, and heck, your overdrive may have even more knobs, so factor those in too. Now I'm gonna do just a little bit of fine tuning here. That's our bypass, and now here is our pedal. I think that's actually just a touch too much drive. Yeah, okay, cool. I like that. Just a little less drive. I can play, I promise. That's nice, and I think I can afford to be a little less bright now. Maybe I can be a lot less bright. I'm not sure. Adjusting the volume back. And without it. Oh man, this is a never-ending piece of nudging. Nice, I'm pretty happy with that as I'm adjusting it again, but... Cool. I think that's the winner. In recap, we want to set our level first and then adjust our gain and tone knobs. Guitar tone is a taste thing, so there's no one right setting for your guitar pedal, and even when you find the sweet spot, you'll probably find yourself adjusting the knobs a little more later, because that's just how it goes. If you're feeling stuck with your overdrive tone, try out this method and see if it gets you better results. If you enjoyed the video today, be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new. My big goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers is getting so close, so huge thank you to everyone who's already subscribed, and if you haven't yet, it would really mean a lot to me if you join the community here, and I'll catch you next time.